This year, Enactus TCD has taken up the challenge of empowering people to improve their own wellness. Over the course of 364 days and 2,500 hours, we have reinvigorated Keep Happy, our mental wellness app, and created Hope, a developmental program to empower homeless people to break the cycle of homelessness. These projects have directly impacted 177 people. The 80 direct impacts listed on the annual report are incorrect. My name is Jack.
I'm Arto.
I'm Ella.
I'm Circa.
And I'm Scott.
And this is Owen on Tech. We are Enactus TCD, and this is our story.
A quarter of the population worldwide will suffer from a psychological difficulty in their lifetime. That's 1.9 billion people. Closer to home, 1 in 5 young people in Ireland are currently suffering from a mental health disorder as we speak, and half of the Irish student population are currently suffering or have suffered from mental health issues. Mental illness is caused by a whole host of interplaying factors, from our genomes to our environments. While we cannot easily control these external influences, we can change our mindsets and our approach to our mental health. Keep Happy's solution to this global issue is to promote mental wellness, a concept that encompasses every aspect of your life, from exercise to productivity to stress, and is a lifestyle choice for everyone, those who are well and those who are not. We want to give Ireland the tools to prevent mental illness, not to just react to cases that have already happened. We aim to provide education and personalised tips, to raise awareness and reduce stigma, and to provide encouragement and support for those who choose to join our movement to improve their mental health. Our app monitors 8 vitals: sleep, mood, food, exercise, productivity, social time, water consumption, and stress, by asking you 8 questions once a day. Based on your responses, we offer personalized content, such as articles and videos. We also offer journaling and goal-setting features, as well as a progress tracker. Our app puts the tools to look after your mental health in your pocket.
As project leader, I'm particularly proud of what we've accomplished this year. Keep Happy has seen radical growth. We went from the idea stage to a fully functioning product. Keep Happy is now available on both the App Store and the Android Store. Psychology students came on board to help us provide a better service for our users. They select the content that will be pushed to the users and helped us improve the user experience. In addition to this, we've built infrastructure around the app. We've launched our own website. We started doing marketing on social media through the hashtag KeepHappyMovement. We increased our data storing capabilities, which were key to scale. We're launching a chatbot on Facebook Messenger. And to increase our reach and the awareness around mental health issues, we also got an article published in Trinity News and a podcast with Goost. As a further gauge of quality, we partnered with 6 charities to provide additional and specific support to our users through the Need to Talk feature on our app. Finally, Keep Happy has taken big steps towards financial sustainability. We've developed an enterprise solution that will be tested from the 11th of June onwards with 500 of Arvato's employees in both Dublin and Poland, and we're in final talks with KBC to develop a pilot program for the entire bank.
Keep Happy has seen a dramatic increase in impacts this year and has made a great effort to positively affect the lives of more people than we ever have before. We have directly impacted 153 people through our focus groups, our 2-week challenge, and our 97 active users. During our focus group, our participants were exposed to vital information about the issue of mental health globally and were introduced to our innovative solution. During our 2-week challenge, our participants used the app for 14 days, filled in surveys, shared their opinions, and provided us with valuable feedback that has allowed us to update the app. We have reached over 500 people through our downloads and over 2,000 people through our social media campaign on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Here is Pran, one of our app users, to talk about how Keep Happy helps to reduce the stigma around mental health.
My name's Pran. Well, it's short for Pranav, but most people can't really say it that well, so I shortened it up to Pran. I'm an international student in Dublin, and I've been on and off struggling with mental health every now and then. So there's been a lot more conversation since I've been here. I come from a place where mental health isn't even talked about, like it doesn't exist. There's still a lot of stigma around men and their mental health. So you wouldn't necessarily have your mates talk about how they're doing or what they're struggling with, and I think that's a conversation that really needs to change because we all struggle with mental health, and we are mad enough if we talk about it, not the other way around.
One of our main focuses with Keep Happy this year was sustainability. Environmentally, Keep Happy enables people to transition from paper journaling to digital journaling, and by keeping our activities online, we produce as little waste as we can. From a social perspective, Keep Happy has been building a community of people who are passionate about improving their mental wellness and are encouraging others to join the Keep Happy movement for them to improve their lives too. We empower our users by providing them with tools to improve their mental wellness beyond the use of the app. We have 500 downloads and 97 people use the app every week. Our project fulfills the sustainable development goals of good health and well-being, industry, innovation and infrastructure, and reducing inequalities. Financially, Keep Happy is set to become a revenue-generating social enterprise by September. If our pilot program with Arvato is successful, Arvato will roll out Keep Happy to its 15,000 employees in Europe. We will charge €1 per employee per month. This would mean we could have a revenue of €15,000 by September, or €180,000 annually. Our enterprise solution provides corporates with anonymized trends that reflect their employee well-being. Sorry.
Our corporate solution empowers professionals to take control of their mental health while providing companies with a feasible model to implement this idea. In the United States, companies that have implemented a wellness program have seen a 28% decrease in the amount of people calling in sick. Keep Happy empowers people to take control of their own mental health with the support of the Keep Happy team and our app. We provide the tools that allow people to progress independently and reach their full potential. During our focus group and our 2-week challenge, our participants saw dramatic improvements in their mental wellness, with 86% saying they would recommend the app to friends and family. 64% of our users use the app 3 to 4 times a week, with a further 14% using it every day. Finally, our goal-setting feature is our most loved section, with 60% of our participants saying they find it the most useful. Here is Aisling, one of our focus group participants, who is so empowered by Keep Happy's mission that she is going to help us implement our focus groups in corporates.
So after taking part in a focus group for Keep Happy, I was really kind of inspired with the work that the team are trying to do towards keeping people's mental health well. And because of that, I am going to help out in running focus groups for corporates over the summer. Having a mother as a middle manager in a pretty stressful business situation, having something that could remind you to take a few minutes out, look back over your day, figure out your mood, remind you to do something else to take your mind off work is insanely important.
Finally, in the immediate future, we're focusing on completing the corporate tests with both Arvato and KBC. In addition to this, we've been selected to represent Ireland in the final of the Global Social Innovation Challenge, which will take place in San Diego at the end of the month, where we'll be pitching for $50,000. We plan on working full-time on Keep Happy and making it a fully-fledged enterprise. Our objective is to empower as many people as possible to improve their mental wellness.
We will now move from wellness technology to the wellness of the homeless.
How many homeless people did you pass on your way home from work last night? Or on your way here this morning? We constantly ignore and dismiss homeless people and have become immune to noticing their vulnerability. A few years ago, you easily could have passed by Tara or Anthony, one of the homeless people at the heart of our project. In essence, HOPE is a developmental project which seeks to empower homeless people to improve their lives through sharing their skills and abilities with others. Homeless people need opportunities to empower themselves to improve their own lives in order to break the cycle of homelessness. There are roughly 10,000 people experiencing homelessness right now, with 110 sleeping rough tonight. Current supports are temporary solutions to a long-term problem. In light of this, we conducted a needs assessment with the Dublin Simon community, where they showcased the importance of social inclusion and practical experience in exiting homelessness. In our needs assessment, we found that levels of self-confidence are critically low amongst homeless people. And as we all know, self-confidence is the key to personal success. Our project also recognises that professional development is near impossible while experiencing homelessness, and our project seeks to address this too. There is a severe urgency for programmes that recognise the importance of social inclusion and practical experience in breaking the cycle of homelessness.
We wanted to provide sustainable skills to empower homeless individuals, so we created Hope, a developmental programme which focuses on personal and physical well-being as well as professional development. There are 2 teams coached by Anthony and Tara, our homeless trainers with a passion for football. There were 9 training sessions over the course of 9 weeks, every Tuesday and Thursday. And here they gained valuable skills, knowledge and experience which they later applied in their own lives. At Hope's core, there's a simple financial model, with students paying €3 per session. And this saw Tara and Anthony earn €13 per hour, while the €20 pitch rental fee was also covered as well.
Not only did 22 students get the opportunity to make friends, get fit and have fun, but Tara and Anthony were empowered to improve their lives. Here's Tara's story.
I linked in an awful lot with the Health and Wellbeing Service with Dublin Simon, and it was through playing football with Dublin Simon that I got the opportunity to go down. Now Dublin Simon, now the Health and Wellbeing, would have encouraged me to go down and mix with these women, and I did. And then it was through that you heard of this project this opportunity coming up to be able to work with people, train people to get a match, and that was a challenge because I was like, all right, I want to play football. I can't do that. I can't show anybody, But I said I would because I knew it was it was part of giving back as well. It was something to get involved in, and something that I liked. And as much as it was a challenge, I have to say it was one of the best things I've done to date, and that's the truth. It was like a spiritual awakening. I go to meetings, but it's like a spiritual awakening I got coming through the grounds of Trinity College on a Friday evening, and it was like, oh my God, I could only aspire to even ever go to ordinary school. I would have left school very early, but to be in the grounds of Trinity, that I would have thought these people would have been all out of my league. Now I know I'm not treated, and I was never treated like that, but it was just kind of, from where I come from, you don't, you know what I mean, we don't mix in these here, it's not for, and I was just kind of walking out that day, and I was blown away that these people were trusting me, these people that are so intelligent and everything else, but I was able to give back, and they were trusting me to be able to show them what I knew, and that for me was I couldn't believe. I was like, God, I'm only passing on my experience today and able to help them, you know what I mean? So hence now I'm starting to do a kickstart in coaching, and I'm going up now for next season to coach an under-10s girls team. So there's where now things are leading, and that's because this is a firm that I kind of, I can actually do it. See, it's just fear. So it's so there's another door that they're opening, that kind of, all right, I'm all right.
Following on from Hope, Tara has gained renewed confidence, new skills and practical experience. We also met the sustainable development goals of no poverty, decent work and economic growth, reduced social inequalities and good health and well-being.
Hope's simplicity is its greatest asset. We designed a programme that minimises costs in order to maximise the revenue generated for Tara and Anthony. Hope generated just under €600, with the vast majority of our players paying upfront at the start of the 9 weeks. The price of €3 per session was agreed upon after consultation with the student participants, which are representative of the wider student body. So critically, the price point is economically sustainable. Hope also enjoyed a massive amount of popularity on campus and amongst our student participants. There was an 80% attendance rate at all of our training sessions. We made strong use of social media throughout the 10 weeks, reaching out to hundreds of students through Facebook. The University Times, Trinity's premier student newspaper, also covered Hope's progress over the 10 weeks, which exposed us to a unique readership of 150,000 people. This Dublin Simon community are also financing a documentary that charts Anthony and Tara's transition out of homelessness. With this continued popularity, it is clear to see that there is demand there to grow and sustain Hope well into the future.
The future is hopeful. We have an ambitious plan to grow and scale our operations and impact. We want to dramatically increase the number of teams in Trinity due to our huge popularity. Given the oversized demand, we feel that Hope can become a full-year programme that has the potential to be rolled out to other universities. we envisage hope becoming a powerful engine for social empowerment. What's more, we recognise that homeless people have a variety of skills and abilities, not just an interest in football, and our simple model can easily be expanded into other areas and hobbies. Finally, we hope to leverage our success to start offering corporate social football programmes run by homeless people.
As we have shown, Enactus TCD is dedicated this year to empowering people to improve their own wellness. With Keep Happy, we have revolutionised how organisational wellness is managed, and with Hope, we have empowered Tara to gain employment, confidence, and most importantly, the wellness necessary to not only survive, but thrive. Both Tara and Anthony have gained above average income, experience, and a range of soft skills necessary to break the cycle of homelessness. Both Keep Happy and Hope are sustainable social enterprises built around well-documented needs. Each and every one of us has to manage our own mental wellness, and each and every one of us has a great responsibility to help the homeless in our society. We are Enactus TCD, and this year we have empowered people from all walks of life to improve their wellness using scalable, sustainable, and successful social enterprise. Thank you.
Begin the question and answer session, and only judges may ask questions. And if people can just wait for James to get up and hand in the mic.
Hi, I'm Tina Roach. Could I just ask you, when you were thinking of Keep Happy, did you research other mental health and wellness apps and their strengths and weaknesses?
So yes, we did. Our approach is a bit different. We're the only one to track 8 vitals and then based on that provide content. So our idea is really to educate people around their own mental wellness and give them tools for them to take action and really improve their mental wellness. We're a preventive tool, and that's really the angle we've taken, which is quite different to other apps which tend to be more reactive.
On Keep Happy, just in relation to, did you use any standard scales of mental health to measure baseline, and then during or post use of Keep Happy, like the Hamilton D scoring of mental health or anything like that?
During our 2-week survey, we did use the GHQ, the General Health Questionnaire, which does give a baseline of mental wellness, and we saw an improvement of 1 slot on the scale in our participants.
A question to the Keep Happy team. What's the intended role of the chatbot?
So the intended role of the chatbot is more, it's to provide a more engaging tool. We have seen that a lot of people don't tend to use apps if there are no push notifications. And so we think that making it conversational, making it a two-way conversation would really help from that perspective.
Who or what would be responding to the chatbot? Are you intending to have experts, or what kind of dialogue would you anticipate being entered into?
Okay, so how it works currently is, as you've seen, we ask 8 questions and you have a scale. Here it would be a question and answer type, so it would make it more engaging. But it would be automatic, sorry. It wouldn't be anyone behind the chatbot.
I think my question follows that, because I was just wondering what professional psychology or psychiatry expertise do you use? You refer to having psychology students involved, but I would just wonder, can you tell us how you ensure the safety, I guess, of this as its mental health advice in effect?
So we are planning to run a research study with TCD Psychology Department in September, which would allow us to conduct a full-scale investigation into if the app works, if it's helping people. We just have to wait for September for that to happen for the new academic year.
With Keep Happy, what do you provide corporate in terms of data to measure the effectiveness of the app?
Okay, so an example would be Enactus employees are 10% more stressed this week than they were last week. Are you interested in getting a yoga or a meditation teacher in? That would be the type of. So it would not be personalized at all. It would be generalized, anonymized data.
Thank you. Can I ask you 2 questions about revenue, one for each project? So just with regard to the Keep Happy, at the moment you're just talking about the city funding. So as a business model, where's the revenue going to come from? And then for the Hope finances, I'm just not clear how €13 per hour per coach for 2 teams. I don't know how much football they'd need to play to make it a viable income for the beneficiaries.
So yeah, I'll take Keep Happy first. We're charging €1 per employee per month. So in the case of Arvato, with whom we're talking, if they have 15,000 employees in Europe, that's €15,000 a month.
I'll take this one. In terms of the revenue for Hope, it's not really intended as an income. It's more as a way of getting homeless individuals to be able to build up its experience and skills. Because if you think about it, in other scenarios, a homeless individual wouldn't be able to get that kind of experience in, say, a community centre or anywhere else. The money was more a way of showing that these people have actually worked. It's not just a voluntary basis. They're in here, they're doing a real job, they're getting a real pay for it. They're not just doing this because, oh, well, they're homeless, so we must bring them in and show them. It's showing that these people are actually just employees as well as anyone else can be. It's just a matter of giving them the opportunity.
Just a question coming back on the revenue. As I understand it, you're saying it's €1 per employee per month, 15,000 per month, 180,000 per annum. What's the return on investment to the company against that level of investment? What are they going to get in return?
So they can, the kind of two